New tonight, we have new information on a lawsuit that could prevent the legalization of sports betting in Missouri from being on the November ballot. Fox 2's Mike Colombo takes a closer look.
In May, mascots for the Cardinals, Blues, and Kansas City Royals delivered signatures supporting the legalization of sports wagering to state officials in Jefferson City. After years of debate, it appeared the issue would finally be decided by voters. But this lawsuit, filed Wednesday in Cole County Circuit Court, could keep sports gambling in Missouri off the November ballot. Political consultants Blake Lawrence and Jacqueline Wood allege Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft used outdated congressional lines to determine how many signatures each district needed. When it came time to determine where the signees lived, the lawsuit states Ashcroft used the current district lines. The lawsuit contends had Ashcroft appropriately calculated the number of signatures needed in each district, Missouri's 1st and 5th congressional districts would not have had enough signatures to get the issue on the ballot. Proposed initiative petitions need signatures from 8% of legal voters in 6 of Missouri's 8 congressional districts. The plaintiffs also allege a significant number of signatures from the 1st district were not actually legal signatures, but were counted as valid. In a statement, St. Louis Cardinals president Bill DeWitt III told us, the recently filed lawsuit to remove Amendment 2 from the upcoming election is completely without merit. Missourians came out in force to sign the ballot initiative petition that will be on the ballot in November, which was verified and certified by the Secretary of State's office. We asked Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft for his reaction to this lawsuit. A spokesperson for Mr. Ashcroft said, "Our office doesn't have a comment at this time." The plaintiff's attorney has yet to respond to our request for comment on the filing. In June, Emerson College polled 1,000 registered voters on Amendment 2. 38% said they supported legalizing sports betting. 35% opposed. 26% were undecided on the issue. If voters approve Amendment 2, it would change the Missouri Constitution to allow sports betting. The amendment would include a 10% wagering tax on revenues received that would benefit Missouri's public schools. Mike Colombo, Fox 2 News.
And the debate over sports wagering has been going on for years in Missouri. We continue our team coverage with Fox 2's Jeff Bernthal. He joins us live tonight from our bureau at Sparks St. Louis in Ballpark Village with reaction from Missourians and out-of-towners. Jeff.
That's right, Jasmine. We know that downtown St. Louis attracts a lot of visitors, even on nights when the baseball team is out of town. We spoke with some of those visitors tonight, expressing their reasons for why they believe that sports gaming should be legal in Missouri. The latest twist in the back and forth over sports wagering has some fans wondering why there's opposition to something so many other states, including Illinois, have approved.
People can simply drive across the river, place their bets, and come back over here. So they're still going to do it. Why not do it here?
If you keep those people here, then you'll keep the money here. I mean, they're going to bet anyway. They're going to go, if it's 5 or 10 minutes, they're going to go right across the border to bet.
Jason Morvant is visiting St. Louis from the state of Louisiana, where sports gambling is legal. He was shocked to learn it's not legal in Missouri.
I don't do that much of it, but if I want to, I feel like it should be available, whereas over here, you can't do it at all, but you drive across the river and it's okay.
Well, I think Missouri's missing out on an opportunity.
And Illinois residents we spoke with said they've not seen any troubles with legalized sports wagering in their state.
People's going to benefit from it. Might as well be the state people in the state of Missouri to benefit from it, instead of pushing it all to other states.
Absolutely. I mean, the schools can use every dime they can get. Look at us.
You can go online and on the internet and bet in almost anywhere. Why not take advantage of it? If you're going to let them do the casinos, just let's do it all, either all or nothing.
There are opponents who have raised concerns about gaming leading to addiction. The folks we spoke with here tonight said that they believe these bets are going to be placed anyway. They just won't be placed in Missouri while it's still illegal. Reporting live from our bureau at Sparks St. Louis and Ballpark Village, Jeff Bernthal, Fox 2 News.